Here's one of the oldest tricks in politics. A scandal erupts. The public demands action. The government promises a new law, and then, quietly, it rewrites that law so it no longer fixes the problem. It's a way of calming public anger without giving up much power, unless somebody notices. Well, families of the 97 people who were killed in the Hillsborough disaster spent decades demanding a duty of candour from public officials after police spread false narratives, blaming Liverpool fans for the deaths, when in fact it was police officers themselves who had either caused or contributed to the deaths. In the run-up to the 2024 general election, Keir Starmer set himself up as a champion of the so-called Hillsborough law, creating a legal duty for all public officials to tell the truth to inquiries and investigations. But once it got into office, his Labour government proposed an exemption for the heads of intelligence gathering agencies if they thought giving evidence would cause a risk to national security. That would have undermined the central purpose of the law and would have given officials carte blanche to be as corrupt as they were in the case of Hillsborough or that other famous case, the Manchester Arena bombing of 2017, when MI5 did not provide an accurate picture of the intelligence it had on a suicide bomber. Campaigners objected, and instead of backing down or proposing a way forward, Starmer's government shelved the planned law. It was only when Starmer found himself on his way out of Downing Street and looking for a legacy that would make him look good that he responded to calls for there to be no exemption for the intelligence services. This time, the politicians didn't get away with it. The lesson for us, though, is not that every government is dishonest, although I would not argue against that. It's that every government needs to be watched. Laws don't become meaningful just because ministers announce them. They become meaningful because citizens, journalists, and campaigners make sure they're not quietly stripped of their purpose before they're passed. Here endeth the lesson.